Yeah, I mean, we had an extended shift at the end of the second, but it was 4-on-4. So I think we just got tired and then sort of defaulted to protect the middle. You know, and we didn't. They were very active, so we needed to release from the front of the net to D a little more, confront out higher. But other than that, I thought, you know, we were trying to play hard. The chances they got, Fluto, I think, were short side, same side into the slot, something they do well. Pittsburgh does that well. And, you know, that's where our net front D has to stay on the strong side post and not leave thinking the puck's going to go behind the net and change sides. So that's where we broke down probably 3 or 4 times, especially early in the game. But otherwise, I thought we were better getting in shooting lanes, not as many pucks traveled to the net. Obviously, the last goal there, D beat us up the ice, so that's not a shooting lane issue. But I thought we did a better job with that.
So you're okay with Connor taking that, finding the net and not hit?
What's that?
Well, when Clifton tries to take out their by.
Yeah, I thought it looked worse than it was. It looked like when you see the replay shoulder to shoulder, you know, the kid probably didn't see him coming or didn't think he'd be that aggressive. And then I think his stick went flying. So it's in front of their bench. I only saw the replay. But he's okay as long as he eliminates, right? And then it's up to his partner to slide and protect the middle of the ice. And that's what happened in Long Island a little bit. We got wide. We're not connected as D. And one was going up and the other guy wasn't coming to the middle. They weren't moving together. And it led to that was some of our breakout issues. Now the D had a really long way to go when they chipped it in behind the guy stepping up and we were losing those races or tying. And as a result, we couldn't make a play.
And you were rotated across your Ds and your pairs. You're just looking for something.
Yeah, I think Cliffy hasn't played in a while and a couple of those short side plays were on him. He was trying to be physical, bring that element. I respect that. You got to do it within the confines of what's going on around you. I think he got away from it a bit early on, settled in. And then with Riley and McAvoy played well up here last time. We're looking for Vac in that role. Didn't think he was as crisp as needed to be either early on. That's one of the challenges for Vac. It's an every night league. So that was the thinking behind that, you know, kind of moving Riley and Vac in with Charlie both.
Well, what is your first Pasta gets the winner, obviously, the games.
Well, I think, okay, listen, every player wants to score in overtime. I think he needed that, to be honest with you. He was getting frustrated with his opportunities or lack of, or even some calls today. It looked like he got roughed up a little on a few times and didn't get a call. So for a goal scorer, you don't want to go too long. And again, in a situation like this, with his shot in his spot, and a good play by Taylor. I think Taylor balanced shooting the puck tonight and looking to make plays well. He's doing that better, I think, the last 2 or 3 games.
Steve Conroy?
No, he's good at it. You know, Ovechkin scores from there all the time. Pasta's really developed his area from over there, whether it's with Marchand feeding him, Bergie, whoever. There was one in the first period similar to that. It changed. I think it was McAvoy that saw him. So that's his, our guys know he kind of likes to cruise, or not cruise, but let the back check maybe go by him or let the D get back to closer to the net. So that seems available.
Now we'll go to Zoom for 2 questions.
Steve, go ahead.
Bruce, Studnicka had the assist on the first goal there. Overall, what did you think of his game?
Well, what I liked about his game is he was involved. I think he missed some plays, Steve, to be honest with you. There was opportunities for transition that he got in behind Foligno and Holla, or didn't go tape to tape. He good position in the slot in the third, didn't get his shot off like he'd like to. So that the positive of that is he's around the puck and he's getting it in the right spots. It's up to him then to get comfortable in the league and then, you know, make the necessary plays that he should make if he wants to be a consistent NHL player. So good for him on the play to Jake. I thought he made a nice little touch pass to Holla at the start of the third, going to the back door. So finding out when to shoot, when to make plays will be what he'll need to do. But today I thought he was much more in the thick of things, involved, pucks finding him. Tried to be a little more physical as the game went on when hits were there as well to add that dimension. He is a big, you know, getting bigger. So certainly bring some of that as well.
Last question will go to Jimmy Murphy.
Hey, Coach, 2 if I may. How are you?
I'm good. It's loud in here, Jimmy. I think we're in a construction zone or something, so you might have to scream.
All right, sounds good. I'll try and speak loud. First off, Jake DeBrusk, what did you think of his game tonight?
I liked it. Much more involved, competitive, hung on to pucks in the O-zone. I mean, he's got talent offensively. When we asked him to be more competitive, these are some of the examples is on the puck in the O-zone. The play he made to Laser late in the game was just, hanging on to it, separating, taking a slash or a bit of absorbing some of the contact, but hanging on to pucks, not just throwing them away. I thought he did a lot of that tonight. I did a much better job than the other night, or maybe the past 2 or 3 games. And as a result, he's a threat. So we're comfortable with him out in the last minute if that's, the compete you're going to get out of him. And I thought their line did a good job trying to create offense and still do their job away from the puck.
Okay, next, you asked before the game, you said you needed a little more snarl from the defense. Did you think you got that tonight?
I think the effort was there to do it. I think Charlie McAvoy had some good hits. Grizz was holding his ice. I think Riley was trying to be more confrontational when it was pucks were coming into his side. I know Cliffy is going to try to bring it every night. He knows that's what can separate him from maybe some of the other guys to stay in the lineup. Again, had a hit he got penalized for. I'm not sure. Looking back, that ended up being the right call. So we're not going to be on Cliffy for that. Keep your shoulder in, shoulder to shoulder whenever possible. Yeah, you want some hits like that. So guys coming through the neutral zone will slow down coming through there if they know there's an opportunity you might get belted. So there's a little bit of that goes into it. He just has to do it at the appropriate time. So yes, I thought our guys were trying to bring more of that. I thought Brandon Carlo had a good game, not because he scored, but he just seemed to be harder on pucks, ending plays below the goal line, things like that. That's the snarl. Move people out of the front of the net and end plays below the goal line when it's your opportunity. We did a better job. Even our wingers did at times when they could pinch off their D.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.